Hello, everyone. Welcome on back to Riverbend Springs. All right. So first things first, we have a couple things to sell this month. Actually, we do have one harvest. It looks like the grass is ready, and there are some interesting options in the sales today. But the plan was to sell the eggs, and then I was going to buy something that is currently in the sale. It's almost too cheap to pass up. As much as I think, it would be nice to have other things outside of well, I'll be honest, it's a new tractor. As much as it'd be nice to have other things outside of a new tractor right now, like a bigger drill or a bigger trailer, so many things that we could, have that would be nice to have. We do have a full thing of goat milk. I'm not sure if we'll sell that, but yeah, there is one harvest of oats, I'm pretty sure. So that'll be something we'll want to make sure we get done right away. Try to get these sold here. Alright, that is enough money to get what we wanted. I wanted to check, was field 2 weeded? It is. All the fields are good. Okay. Alright, so there's this 7R in the sale. It's really tough to pass up. I've been sitting here for a while just thinking, do I wanna, does it make sense? And honestly, yes and no. I mean, yeah, we already bought a new tractor, so do we need another new tractor? Probably not. Let's go to standard. Was there a free upgrade? I don't remember. No. Okay. So I think long term it makes sense. It's just short term, not so much. So we will be buying it. Just my thought process is, yeah, we'll be able to upgrade it to 388 horsepower, which should, if I remember right from when I was looking, be able to power most of these larger drills. Thought process really is, instead of taking a small upgrade from, this drill to, I don't know, this one, we can go all the way up to this one, or, one of these, and we can get a larger planter. We can jump way up instead of taking small steps. That's the only thought process there, really. It does mean this John Deere is unfortunately going bye-bye. It is kind of unfortunate, I'm not going to lie. I'm going to miss it a little bit. We do have a decent amount of things coming up to sell, which should get us at a better spot financially to be able to afford to potentially move to some of those upgrades coming up sooner. Obviously, fields are kind of in there too, and I kind of went back and forth on if we want to do fields now, or do we want to buy more fields later when we actually have the equipment to easily handle it. I'm not sure if it makes sense to actually fix these or not. It's 15 grand if we repair it. It goes up, but I think if we sell it here, oh no, it's still that old price. I thought at one point, I'm going to save the game real quick, just in case. I thought at one point I had saw if you did like the repaint or something, I guess we can't afford to repaint it. Well, never mind. I guess we're not repainting it. Well, we'll go ahead and sell that for almost 16 grand. It's not too bad. Yeah, we customize this. We should be able to. Oh yeah, they changed this a lot. Something like that. I mean, could potentially do something like this. I'm gonna get the tractor over here, and we can think about it a little bit more. But yeah, let's actually go back and grab the harvester. We'll get this started. Because the oats will be a product that we'll want to sell probably next month, I'm assuming. Yeah, it's a little bit low, but we should be at the high price next month. Canola we have to sell this month. So we'll actually have to make sure we get that sold here quickly. I was hoping to get the grass cut. We don't need the hay right now, actually, surprisingly. We haven't really used much, which is kind of surprising. I kind of figured we would use a lot more hay than what we are using. It's possible that they're eating the meadow grass right now as well. And we still have 4,000 liters in this bale, almost 5,000. Plus we have a couple of bales in here too. Yeah. These are all 9,000 liter bales, so quite a bit in here. So the plan was we could do a cut and we could turn it into silage and sell that. I haven't looked at contracts. I don't think there's anything that was too intriguing. The weeding is tempting, but that's only because I'm not sure if it's gonna work or not with workers. The only reason it's tempting. This one wouldn't be bad. We could put a worker off on it. Yeah, we could do that one for a worker. And let's lease a mower. At some point, I do want to do a weeding contract just to see. It's just I'm not sure if we'll have time today because we'll have a bunch of obviously mowing and stuff to do. We'll lease this. Probably another oat field next month even. Which might line up all right. We could combine those two fields if we wanted. And I want to get this set up on a worker, and then we'll grab the John Deere, the 7R. I would like go and sell the canola with that. Nice $40,000 it would be. And we do have about 30,000 in lettuce, I know, and 30,000 right now, at least, in the oyster mushrooms, are they? This one's over here, I know. And those both are sold in the next couple months, probably February, March. So we'll probably have more. I mean, we'll probably have, 50,000 of each, honestly. So we should be making larger steps in progress here shortly. It's just kind of how things are. It's going to take a while to get going, but... So in theory, these likely will be the last tractors we own in this series. I think the Steyr and the 7R are pretty good options, honestly. I mean, we have a tractor that can pull basically everything in game. The Steyr is honestly overpowered for a front loader tractor. But, it's nice to have something new to us. 40 hours, almost 41. So there's not a ton of time on it. Obviously, in-game, 40 hours is a pretty decent amount, but realistically, 40 hours is not a ton. During the heavy seasons, I'm sure they put more than that on in a week. So... Well, wrong side. Yeah, probably way more than 40 hours in a week. Way more. They pull some long hours during harvest and stuff, so. Alright, so we'll get this backed up a little bit more. We'll want to do the canola, which is 2 trips. How big is this? It's 3, isn't it? It's gonna be 3. Yeah. I think a new trailer would be quite nice too for selling. I mean, 8,000 liters is going to take a while to sell all of the oats. We have 33,000 liters right now, and we'll probably get another, 7,000 plus because we might have another field in 4 next month for harvest. So I'm not sure how much a new trailer costs, but we might want to look to invest in one pretty soon. They nearly have a full grain tank, so I'll probably unload them and then we'll grab the next load of canola. Alright, so this is almost empty, I think. Well, the trailer's almost full at least. Well, 99% full. Go and get this dumped, and then we can... Honestly, we could probably lease a windrower right now. Get that brought over to the farm. And we'll rent a baler with bale wrapper combo. The bales won't be super huge, so it might take a couple of trips to sell them in a couple months once they are ready to sell. If I remember correctly, the silage price doesn't fluctuate too much in 25. It's lower than what it was in 22, but it doesn't seem to fluctuate. Alright, so here is the last bit of the canola. I did see the mower is finished, I believe. Probably should double check. Yeah, that looks pretty good. So we can get that returned. So we'll return that. So yeah, let's take a look-see at the windrowers, and we can look at a baler, which we have very few options for balers. Windrower. I think this was the one we rented last time. It seems like a pretty good choice. There's definitely a large jump in price here. We go from 20,000 to 60,000. There's nothing in between. There's not really a huge size upgrade until you go to 92,000. Definitely need some mods to fill in the gaps there. So we will lease that for now. At some point we're going to have to buy some of these items. Then a round baler. We have one, well, technically two options, which it's a stationary baler. We have to dump it in here and it'll pop out the bales. This is probably the best option, I would say, to lease. $6,000. It's not cheap. And I did look at the price of silage. It looks pretty good. It's about $360. So it's not too terrible. It's not the $550, $600 it would sometimes get up into in 22. But it seems to vary like $10. So we should be able to sell it kind of whenever. So that's kind of a positive. Really, as long as we net more than what we're spending on the rental costs, I would say it's a win. I think that's what I'll try to look at it as. As long as I'm making a little bit of a profit from that, we'll be happy. Which I think we should. We should be able to. It yielded pretty good for us last time, so I would think it should be more of the same. Oh, no, not quite to the end of the map. There's our construction project. Hasn't really changed at all yet. I don't think you really see many significant changes to it for a little while. So that's $42,500. Not too bad, not too bad. I do have to say, if I had a, if I was able to do redos, I wouldn't have put the products into our little shed construction there. I don't think it's worth the money. Right now, it would have been a better idea to put I'm trying to think how many things of wood beams and stuff we put in there. We put like 10 grand in cement bags, right? Plus, I think it was a thing of wood beams, planks long, and a thing of planks. We'll have to bring both over, so I'm just going to bring this first. So that's a potential of what? 20, 25 grand that we could have gained if we would have just, sold the items. And if we didn't spend the, 10, 15 grand on the cement, that would have been really nice, actually. But a lot cheaper. Hindsight 2020. All right, here we are back on the farm. Yeah, I think the next big purchase is kind of between like 3 different things at this point. We could either buy fields, upgrade equipment. Well, that's really pushing it down, huh? Dang. Do we want to do narrows on this? But yeah, we could either, purchase land, upgrade equipment, which such as, planters and stuff. Or we could look to buy a dairy. That is also in the list of things that we could look to do. I think it's 210,000. Is this the small one? Yeah. The square footage of it is smaller. I don't know how you want to say it, but yeah, it's definitely significantly smaller in size. That would be correct. The amount it still goes through is the same. So we could do that. I'm not quite sure where we would place it, obviously, but could do something like that. That would be quite a big help. So it's definitely something we could think about. Because then we could, make, bottled goat milk and goat cheese. And that would put our goat production to the next level. And we'd be making even more from that. We could also wait and, once we actually have all fully grown adult goats that are actually producing milk, we could then look to do it. I do have the least production mod on. There's just no dairy on the map that's at least viable. Yeah, we could obviously buy other productions and stuff, or lease other productions as needed. Especially if we eventually, obviously I want to get into doing more forestry, because we will have a huge need for a ton pretty soon. Let's get that collected before I forget. But yeah, I do want to do a weeding one at some point. It's just, it kind of just comes down to, do we have the time or ability to actually do it? Oh, we're up to 60,000 again, so we're doing pretty good. Because really, we have the equipment, well, we have the tractors now. Now we just need the equipment, we need the land to really, get going, which I don't think we're too far out. It's possible once we sell everything that we could be actually looking to actually start buying equipment or land. Yeah, which maybe we'll get lucky and something will show up in the sales. I think that's kind of what I'll do. I mean, if there's a good drill that shows up, good planter, we'll buy it. If it's in the sales and we have the money.
burning up, now the sun gone down. Lights in the distance, a forgotten town. Now I'm on my way, oh I'm on my way. So stand on the edge of the world with me.
Alright, so we're just about done here with the baling. Really just, that little bit there. I'm hoping I can get enough for another bale. Otherwise, I can do a unfinished bale. I'd prefer not to. Obviously, ideally, I can just fill this up, but I don't think there's 1,000 liters hanging around here. They didn't do too bad of a job on the cleanup. Yeah, I don't know. Well, it looks like the Steyr is still working on that field. So we probably can't get the front loader changed over quite yet. So let's unload that unfinished bale. I'm not sure if it'll wrap or not, if it's unfinished. I guess so. Wasn't sure. Otherwise, if it didn't wrap, I could just, give it to the sheep. Or, well, not the sheep. The goats. The goats. Alright, so let's get these two items returned. We have the baler. Return that. And we have the windrower. We can return that as well. How is that doing over there? Looks like one more strip around the whole edge. It's not too bad. I'll grab the fertilizer spreader. I'll get the grass field. Oh, brakes are not a strong suit. We can get the grass field done. Well, not a ton of fertilizer left in here. Hopefully we have enough for this. Yeah, tons of bales though. I didn't actually look how many bales we produced. Let's see. Session total 19 bales. So pretty dang good. It's going to take a little while obviously to get all of those, sold, because there's quite a few there. We'll see. We might have to not follow the line perfectly. It's probably not ideally to do this right after baling when there's a ton of bales down here. It is what it is, though. We can get it done. That way it's double fertilized. Don't have to worry about it. And that looks like it's probably on its last strip. I'd just like to, get the front loader attacher on and get the paint different on the front loader itself. Yeah, that should be good. Next time I'm pretty sure we have this field here, the oats here, for harvest. We should have oats to sell, maybe? It might be December. And I was hoping to get those fields combined. We can take a look at the price for oats. Let's see here. Yeah, looks like December will be about high price. Preferably, we can, hopefully sell it at either grain river silo or grain mill. Those are the, well, actually, no. Hopefully the grain barge terminal 2. That is really close. Gold Crest Valley isn't too far because our train station is right down here. But the grain barge is right there. It's just across the river. Yeah, we can get these fields combined, which will be nice. Then we just have really 2 fields. 2 fairly large fields, but 2 fields. Which really, I mean, we have 3 fields now, but it's, you know, it's not really going to be a difference. We just actually have a little bit more to harvest. It's not like we're selling a field or anything. We'll still have the same amount of harvestable area. Probably a little more. Looking forward to the soybeans as well. I'll have to look. I don't think the planters can plant wheat, unfortunately. I don't think. It would be nice if it could, because then I might just, you know, first go and look to buy a planter over a seeder, but obviously we have cows and stuff that kind of need, or not cows, we have chickens that kind of need wheat. And, you know, we have 10,000 liters, but that does eventually, you know, deplete. We'll drop that for now. I was hoping to get at least to one of those fields. Probably the next time we plant that field into wheat, we'll take a huge stockpile of it then. Shouldn't have to worry about making any for a while. Don't have to worry about buying any, which is not something I would want to do. Yeah, we can probably get this repaired when I'm there. Honestly, I'm thinking the red with the white, like I had it earlier, in the front loader, is going to look good. Because really, it's red on the bottom for the tractor and white on the top. So I think if we do something like that, it would look pretty good. Not sure if it'll fit decent size-wise. So let's see. Oh, $5,000. Why does this tractor cost so much to repair? It feels like it costs a lot at least, compared to the other ones. Let's customize and let's add a quickie front loader. Like I said, it's probably far extra horsepower than what we need. And we'll go to this. Let's customize. Alright, so the main color, I was thinking red. Which I'm thinking probably case red. There's no Steyr red. So. And then we could have the design color as white. It's free. Do that, so. Does the red kind of match? I mean, Steyr is owned by C&H, so that it looks a little off. That red looks a little off. Honestly, I think this might be a little... No, it's probably a perfect sized front loader. Looks like it fits good. Yeah, I think that red might be a little darker. It's hard to see. Yeah, I think it's just a little darker. I don't know if I can find a slightly lighter red. I might not be able to get a perfect match either. From a really far away distance, it looks good. Yeah, it's an off red that just is slightly different. I'm sure if I dig around in the custom color, I can probably get it a little bit better. That's a little better. I would say that's pretty good. I mean, overall, I can't complain too much, but I think we might be able to Make it a little bit redder. Darker red. I mean, I don't think it's terribly off. I think we'll call it at that. It's definitely not quite 100% accurate. I can sit here for a while until I figure it out. It's just kind of one of those things. I'm sure there's a color for it. But anyways, that is everything for today. Thank you everyone for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Hope to see you in the next video. Bye.